everyone, Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm, and today we're in the well house garden, and I have this beautiful path, but to this area people keep going through, so I'm going to put a rose as well as other plants. I finally decided. Now this rose is a very special rose. It is bred by Christopher Warner, obviously in England, because they really breed some of the finest. And this one, the Lemon Zest, won the Award of Excellence from the American Rose Society. I mean, what's better? Now we have the Camellia Pizarro, which has roses that have hues of yellow, red, pink. Then we have our petite knockout roses, which are solid red. And over here we have our David Austin of white rose. So what color should we use? Yellow, my favorite color. And so this one is going to be right here. So I already dug the hole, but let me move you over there so you can see. All right. I'm going to put the camera off me in a minute, but I want to go over a few things first. But remember, we had the issues of the black dot over there on some of the roses. It's gone, but it's only gone because we treated it and we took quick action. So I don't want to lose this rose, so I'm going to spray. Maybe I'm going to spray. Okay, I'm going to spray underneath the leaves, and then I'm going to spray on top. No sign, but why not prevent it ahead of time? Now also, in this hole, I'm going to put some fertilizer. So my theory is, and it seems to work, the first year I want to go for the roots. Even though I want that toy that I could play with now, I want to make sure it's around for years. So I'm going to feed it in the hole so that the roots have to reach for it. And this is low nitrogen. It's just going to go right in here. Then I'm going to put the rose in, and then I'm going to backfill it with a mixture of compost and mushroom compost. So it'll retain the water, it'll help feed it. Now later this summer, when I feel that it's really growing and bushing out, then I can feed it to get some blooms. So let me show you this. All right, the hole is filled with 3 inches of compost and that fertilizer. So I'm just going to put it in and make sure it's flush with the ground. You don't want to rot this root ball. I might even add just a little more. I rather it up too high than too low. And then all you have to do is backfill with the compost. A nice worm. All right, let me finish this and get the rest of the flowers. All right, I want to show you the whole picture before it gets sunny. Okay, there's the well house or summer kitchen, and here's the well house. So in between this pathway, I'm trying to figure everything out. Isn't that stunning? So I'm going to put in this corner where the fence is, with the tags still on it because I can't make up my mind, some white irises. So let me do that. All right, in this corner, I'm away from the rose because I don't want to block any circulation. I'm going to put some of those wonderful white irises for my friends, the Uties. So I'm only going to put 3. And you can watch the other video, but remember, this rhizome, you don't want to really cover this. It's the roots that go into the ground. So what I've done is I mixed a whole bunch of compost in the natural soil because I want all of it to go in there. Because I really can't fertilize this. I'll put a little compost, but it gets washed away. So, also give me your opinions. I temporarily bought this because the deer just came in and wiped out my roses because my sonic boomer battery went when we were filming in Texas. I'm not sure I like the look, even though this is black. Tell me what you think about bamboo fence, or should I keep this because it's simple and it's done and won't go anywhere. But I need to return it if I'm going to return it. So let me put the camera on my hands. All right, the soil is really lush and it's nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm almost going to fan the roots out right here. And then I'm going to put the rhizome right on top of the soil because you don't want to rot this out. This isn't meant to go into the ground. And so what will happen is this will kind of fill in right here and block the fence and make my well house or summer kitchen a different entrance. You know, it'll be really another room. And that's what you want, different rooms when you garden. So everything is just almost like a mystery when you go in. All right, now let's talk about some annuals. All right, I have some bushes, low-growing bushes that are growing along here. It's going to take years. So during that time, I'm going to plant this area with the red verbena, which is, we just did the purple one, and it's just going to be really low. It won't affect the bushes. Then in the background, we have the, isn't that beautiful, celosia. And I could make up my mind if I want a bunch of colors or just like an orange or something like that. So that's going to go in between my bachelor's buttons. Remember, I moved most of these to the old garden because that's going to be a wild garden. But I wanted to keep a couple just because I really love it. The flowers are edible, and in about a month, by the time these grow in, it'll be time to cut them. So with these, I want to fertilize these for flowers. I don't want a lot of nitrogen. I want a lot of phosphorus and some potassium because I want to go for the blooms in this. Unlike the rose, that's a permanent feature, or I hope it's a permanent feature. So let me put these in and I'll show you the total result. All right, we finished. I did not plant the celosia because I have to think about it if it matches. And this was another option. I call it the tobacco plant, but these smell and bloom more during the evening. So I'm going to do a video on these later on. So I'm going to think about it, but the Lemon Zest is really resistant to disease. It's a repeat blooming. It blooms all the time and they don't fade to white. And you don't have to clean it, it's self-cleaning. So that's going to be amazing. And over there, the irises will just get better every year. The amazing white irises, I mean, they're beautiful. And the annual flowers, I'm just going to fill in and I'll show you what I plant later on. But this is Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. Please subscribe, like, and share.